Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of What's YouTubers. Today we're talking about Pekka-Eric Auvinen. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of What's YouTubers, where I look at What's YouTubers. Now before I do it, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Where's algorithm? So today we're talking about Pekka-Eric Auvinen. So when we talk about YouTubers, when we talk about YouTube killers, people automatically talk about Pioneers Productions, Mr. Anime, or Tony48219. Today I'm going to talk about somebody that predated all of that, and that was Pekka-Eric Auvinen, or Sturge, just 89. Now, this is on Wikipedia. Now, Pekka-Eric Auvinen, born June 4th, 1987 to November 7th, 2007, age 18, better known online as Sturgis, just 89 or Natural Selector 89. Posthumously, the YouTube killer was a Finnish YouTuber that committed the Jokela high school shooting. You can look into that on Wikipedia. I'm not going to look at that because there's no point. He previously made videos on massacres and showing firearms. Now, this was his YouTube profile. Now, he joined October 19th, 2007 to November 7th, 2007. So he was only on YouTube for 1 month. And he had another channel, which came around March to October. And yeah, so let's get into this guy. Now, when people think of YouTube killers, people don't bring up this guy. So I think the problem why people don't bring up this guy is because it happened so long ago. Because mind you, this was 2007, only 2 years after YouTube launched. So I can't show his YouTube channel because I think it got terminated. I don't know. Yeah, it got terminated, so I can't get into it. So what went wrong? Now, I have a video from Savix because I think he explains it in more detail. So let's get into now. So subscribe to Savix. He's good at doing these type of videos and breakdowns and stuff. So yeah, this is from the 10 more of the worst YouTubers. So let's get into it. Pekka-Eric Auvinen. So let's get into it.
In YouTube's 17-year history, there have been quite a few well-known cases of YouTubers becoming killers. Pekka-Eric Auvinen was probably the very first. Pekka-Eric Auvinen was a YouTuber based out of Toulouse, Finland, just north of Helsinki. While he had a normal childhood and never displayed any behavior that would be cause for alarm, this all changed when he was attending high school. Reports stated that Pekka began displaying the views of a radical militant and was threatening other students, saying they would die in a white revolution, and was also known to be a Nazi enthusiast. His parents attempted to get some help for him from a psychiatrist, but the psychiatrist simply gave Pekka some medication as there was apparently a long waiting list and he wasn't a priority for them. Pekka rarely took the medication given to him for his depression and anxiety, which only made his conditions worse. Unsurprisingly, this caused him to isolate himself from the outside world more and more, and he would spend more of his time on the internet watching violent videos, which he would re-upload to his own YouTube account, as this was back in the days when YouTube didn't really have any real restrictions on what you could upload. His YouTube channel was called Natural Selector 89.
Hello everyone, this is me, Natural Selector 89, talking to you, friends and haters and everyone else. I got this idea of making an introduction video to my channel. I guess I have not much to say right now, but I will make more talking videos in the future. And until then, I will continue making my usual videos, which I hope you have enjoyed as well. This is all for now, but I'll see you later and out.
And besides uploading the aforementioned violent videos, he would also praise the actions of the perpetrators of said violent videos, such as the Columbine shooters and Aum Shinrikyo's sarin gas attack in Tokyo. Alongside those, he also made videos criticizing religions and trying to disprove their existence. In some of these videos, he said that he was a god and should be worshipped. Natural Selector 89 was suspended on October 19, 2007, so he created another channel on the same day called Sturmgeist89. This channel would be very similar to his old channel, as he would talk about massacres and religion. However, He would also create videos showcasing his guns after getting a gun license in October. His channel description also showed how deranged he had become by then. I am prepared to fight and die for my cause. I, as a natural selector, will eliminate all who I see unfit, disgraces of the human race, and failures of natural selection. This was not Pekka trying to be edgy. These truly were his intentions. He purchased over 500 rounds of ammunition and intended to put them to use on November 7th, 2007. That day, Pekka uploaded one final video to his channel. It showed a picture of his school before fading to a red image of him pointing a gun at the camera. At around 11:40 a.m. that day, Pekka arrived at Jokela High School, drew his pistol, and began firing, seeing himself as the physical embodiment of natural selection. He would fire on those who he deemed unworthy to live. In the space of only 4 minutes, he killed 4 of his fellow students, as well as a school nurse. Those who crossed his path but were spared were obviously those who he considered to be worthy. Pekka actually called for his fellow students to join him in what he called his revolution. He didn't kill those who refused, instead firing into their classrooms and destroying the televisions inside. After making his way to the school's 2nd floor, he shot 1 more student, as well as the school's principal. Eventually, the police arrived. Pekka fired several shots at them before fleeing to a bathroom and turning his gun on himself. The attack lasted just half an hour and left 8 people dead. Before the attack had happened, the amazing atheist had warned that something like this would happen after he had previously spotlighted Pekka's YouTube channel in one of his videos.
Now, I warned you guys that these social Darwinist kids who idolized Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were dangerous, and I got the videos right fucking there to prove it. I warned you. I went specifically head-to-head with this very kid who committed this act. I made videos directed exactly at him. And we shouldn't turn him into a monster, and we shouldn't turn him into a hero. We need to think of him as exactly what he was, a pathetic fucking teenager who didn't know that what he was doing was wrong, who had no fucking idea about right or wrong at the time, who was just too fucked up to understand the consequences of his actions in any real way.
Unfortunately, it seems that even if people had heeded the amazing atheist's warnings, Pekka would most likely have not been stopped, as the majority of his audience has always been in the US, and those viewers would not have been able to report Pekka to the Finnish authorities. As I said at the beginning of this segment, Pekka was most likely the very first YouTube killer. He may not be as well known as someone like Mr. Anime or Elliot Rogers, but on that day in November 2007, he showed just how cruel and evil a YouTuber can be. And that's the end of the video.
Where is he now? Obviously, he died back in 2007. His YouTube got terminated, so that's pretty much it. There's nothing really to go through. There's plenty of YouTubers on shit. You can go YouTube. You can find many about this story. Final thoughts. I don't know about Sturge, just given how his videos back in 2007, and I don't think none of his videos got restored. I don't think no one uploaded them. And to be honest, I don't really. I'm not gonna dial on the guy because I think maybe he was dealing with something. Maybe he was depressed and he dealt with something. I'm not gonna blame him on him because I think Tony with 48219 was the same thing, and I think Mr. Anime was the same thing. I feel like if they got help, maybe this wouldn't have been avoided. But either way, what he did was he shouldn't have killed people, and he killed a lot of people. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I have to say about Pekka. So guys, don't watch my videos. See you in my next one. Bye.